Woke up. No alarm clock, just 5 burner phones on the nightstand. Which one brings a million, and which one brings trouble? Morning ritual. A gold chain or a loaded piece? In this business, you don't wear one without the other. The yard is swarming with guards. They're looking for threats while you drink coffee, knowing the biggest threat here is you. Behind the painting isn't just a safe, it's a one-way ticket. Cash and new passports, just in case you need to vanish in 60 seconds. While your rivals sleep, you watch blue lines on a tablet turn into real money. The cargo is on the move. A metal detector in your own house. Paranoia? No, just basic security when there's a multi-million-dollar bounty on your head. Your office on wheels. Leather seats and folders full of numbers that would give an ordinary tax agent a heart attack. The city rushes to work. Nobody knows that the man who owns their streets is riding right beside them in a tinted SUV. You rarely sleep soundly. Your eyes are dozens of cameras pulsing red and blue in the dark server room. One call, one order, one snapped phone. No traces left behind. Bananas bring in pennies. But what's hidden underneath pays for your entire empire. The product is secured. No customs dog is going to smell this cargo through the scent of cheap vegetables. The sound of a money counter is more soothing than music. Dirty money becomes clean right before your eyes. Everyone has a price. That banker with the perfect smile just sold his soul for a duffel bag full of cash. The construction of the century. You aren't building high-rises. You're building a concrete wall between your money and the law. Sunset over the port. Among thousands of colored containers, only you know which one holds your gold. A genius mechanic turns an ordinary car into a rolling vault. It's art, hidden from prying eyes. One stroke of a red marker in a ledger, and somebody loses their business. Or their life. Chemistry is a precise science. Your labs are more sterile than hospitals, and the product is flawless. Customs gives the green light. A thin envelope in an alleyway solves problems faster than any official paperwork. Neon lights of a cheap diner. The enemy sits across from you. One wrong word, and a street war begins. Rain hits the glass. Eyes on the rear-view mirror. That tail has been there for 2 blocks. Time to lose them. Deep in the woods. Just you, loyal men, and the sound of chopper blades. The deal of the century happens off the radar. Trust, but verify. Not even an old friend gets past the door until the guards ensure he's not wearing a wire. Heavy bass and neon hide your orders. What's said in this VIP room will change the city forever. A message that makes your blood run cold. Shipment intercepted. Time to execute a brutal plan B. The documents burn bright. In this exact second, the history of your crimes turns into ashes. Sirens wail far below. You stand behind bulletproof glass, untouchable and completely calm. Perfect cut, Italian wool. The tailor takes measurements, trying not to look at the shoulder holster under your jacket. The time for diplomacy is over. The trunk is open. Weapons loaded. Radios tuned to the combat frequency. Blazing sun and endless fields. You aren't just buying product. You're buying the loyalty of these people. The rival's warehouse is right in your sights. They think they're safe behind brick walls. They're wrong. Expensive suits and dead silence. Your lieutenants are just waiting for a nod to take over new territories. A charity gala. The mayor shakes your hand, having no idea his career is funded by your cartel. Military crates popped open. This arsenal is enough to storm and hold a small neighborhood. A black marker traces a new artery on the map. Borders are just a technicality to you. The clink of coins and flashing lights. A casino is the perfect laundromat, where strangers gambling feeds your empire. The cold light of a projector. D-agents' faces on the screen. You must know your enemies better than they know you. The jet is waiting. A wave to the pilot, and you vanish into the clouds, leaving all problems far below on the ground. The silence of an empty church. No cameras, no eavesdroppers. The place where the darkest alliances are forged. An underground parking garage. yellow lights, and the four shadows of your bodyguards. It's the only place you can exhale. The vacuum sealer compresses a mountain of cash. These millions will go somewhere nobody asks questions. Sunset over your city. The cigar smoke dissolves into the air, just like your last remaining doubts. A few taps on the screen, and 50 million vanishes into offshore accounts. The magic of numbers in action. The smell of gun oil. Cleaning a pistol in absolute silence is your personal form of meditation. A pitch-black ocean. The speedboat races toward a ghost ship. This cargo will shift the balance of power forever. Breaking news. The anchor talks about the secret owner of half the city. You just smile in silence. The cold shine of heavy gold. It's not just a ring. It's the crown of a shadow king. Crystal, expensive wine, and absolute loneliness. At the top of the food chain, there's no one to share dinner with. The entire city pulses with neon at your feet. You started at the bottom, and now this world belongs entirely to you.